Okay, welcome to another video. My name's Andy, aka Sergeant GoodKnight if you're in the airsoft world or cosplay world, and today I'm bringing you my Kicking Mustang headshot survival kit. And the reasons why I brought this video out now is because there's a lot of hype at the moment around Kicking Mustang, who didn't attend an event and got roasted on social media for potentially going to this event and causing a bit of a storm. If you haven't read that, it's all over social media. Just search for Kicking Mustang and the National Airsoft Festival. You know, joking aside, safety is a massive concern at Airsoft, and whether you agree with Kicking Mustangs, if you don't know Kicking Mustang, go and find him all over YouTube. His videos are massive on YouTube in the Airsoft community, and you either love him or hate him. Now, this isn't a video specifically to argue whether Kicking Mustang is right in the fact that he likes to take headshots. I have my own personal opinion, it's subjective, but this is a video I wanted to bring out for those people who don't consider wearing Face Pro a major concern. Because for me, I like my teeth, and I think, you know, dentistry is really expensive. I think if you go to an airsoft event and you get shot in the face, it happens anywhere. I mean, I get shot in the head all the time, and it's not always because the person is intending to shoot me in the head. And that's what you've got to understand. Now, Kicking Mustang's videos, I personally think are very entertaining. They're great. I think sometimes it might go a little bit too far, but a caveat to that is that you have to understand that the videos that these YouTubers put out, and I'm the same, are the best shots that you get. So what you see of Kicking Mustang shots that might just be headshots are probably 4, 5, 6% of his entire gameplay and the shots that he potentially takes. Now, I'm sure Kicking Mustang gets a lot of body shots. I'm almost, 100% sure that that is the case. But his videos are entertaining because of the debates he gets around the whole idea of shooting people in the head and shooting people in the face. So why wouldn't you just put headshot videos out there? And 90% of the shots you see in his videos are headshots. Why wouldn't you do that if, the debate around it and the algorithms on social media pick up on the amount of good and bad comments he gets around this whole thing, boosts his videos massively. And and in my mind, it's entertainment, and for YouTube, he does that, and I think he does that on purpose. Kudos. On YouTube you're massive, on Facebook you're massive, and all the other social medias that take on your stuff, and the algorithms pick you up, because that's what you do, and that's what you have to determine whether you, as an airsofter, and you go to these games because it's a game and you have fun. If you go without face protection, that's your own. That's completely up to you. That's completely down to you. But today I'm going to bring you the Kicking Mustang Headshot Survival Kit. Now, obviously, I've got other things here as well I'm going to talk about, but the main thing are your Head Pro, your Eye Pro, which is vital on site, and your Face Pro. Now, when we talk about Eye Pro, that is mandatory. Eye Pro is mandatory, and if you go to a good site, they should be checking people's Eye Pro is rated and it's a good standard, because you don't want to be going to events where, some events don't allow mesh, for example. Now, that's the thing. However, Face Pro and Head Pro isn't mandatory. You wear what you want, and in the disclaimer at the beginning, you'll get told that if you're wearing something like a cap and you get shot in the head, close range, potentially from a heavy BB, it's going to hit and it's going to hurt and it's going to do stuff. If you go to an event and wear these stupid masks, these things that have no protection whatsoever, it's just designed to look good, that's fine. That is up to you. And I haven't worn that as a matter of fact, but it's something people do, and I see it at events, and if that's what you want to wear, that's fine. So let's get into it first. Let's get into the Head Pro. So I've got two helmets here. The first one is one I've had from the beginning. This is a one Tigris. In fact, they're both one Tigris, but this one is designed to be the tactical. It's got the rail, although this one does have a rail. I'll show you that in a minute. It doesn't have all the other bits and pieces that go with it. So you've got like clips here and all kinds of bits and pieces that I'll explain where Face Pro can actually connect to your tactical helmet. And with this, I run a GoPro type thing. It's actually a Garmin, and I have a battery on the back there in the counterweight compartment. But I'm not going to massively into what these are about. I'm just saying what's Good. This is going to stop a BB wagon. Now, I do a lot of stuff up at the bunker. I've got low ceiling, so this is good to protect my head from the ceiling as well, not just BBs. So this gives me a lot of protection. This helmet over here is a more recent addition to my kit. I now have a cosplay loadout because I actually do an Umbrella Corporation cosplay, but I wear this as well for airsoft. I've got a black camo kit that I wear this with, which goes perfectly. This is slightly different. This isn't quite the tactical. This is the operator one, which has got the extra. It actually comes down near your ear, so you've got a bit of ear protection there. The rail is different, so the rail doesn't actually come down the back like the other one does, and don't have the clips for certain things. But what you can put in there is ear pro, all kinds of other bits and pieces that still work with that. That's your head covered. Fantastic. Let's get to your eyes. Now I've got a lot of stuff here that I've acquired from friends, a couple of purchases that aren't expensive, and I can't remember all the names of everything, but I'll try and find them and put them in an overlay as I talk about them. So the first one I will talk about is mesh. This isn't mine, the mate of mine gave me this. I wore this once up at the bunker. Now mesh is pretty good. You don't get any fogging at all. This is pretty good for your anti-fog if you're into all that kind of stuff. And these are relatively cheap, only a couple of quid on Amazon. However, there is a debate about whether they're safe or not. BBs are likely, and these have been hit, to hit these and potentially shatter, and then you've got problems with your eyes being affected. That's why some sites actually don't allow them on site. So let's go to these. These are normal safety working glasses. I can't remember the make, but like I say, I'll overlay what I can on screen. Really good. They do have some bit of venting there, which is good for anti-fogging, and you're sorted. These are my bollies. These are pretty good. These are my standard go-to if I have nothing else. These are pretty good. No fogging with these. They've got the vents on the top and vents on the bottom, which are pretty damn awesome. They are my go-to. Then I come to, let's go to this. This is a Novridge mask. This is okay. Now my biggest problem isn't always fogging. I get a lot of sweat, so I sweat a lot, and what sometimes happens on the inside of these, it's not quite fogging, it's more like dripping, so I get wet all inside my gear. Even my bollies do that. But that's just because I'm a sweaty person. Now, if you're the same as me and you sweat and you're not too worried about fogging, these aren't that much cop, because what you get is a lot of drippage inside there, and it kind of just stays on the inside of the plastic, and it looks like you're swimming underwater. But they are pretty good. I've got to say, they are pretty good. Then we come to these. Now these are amazing, and they're so cheap on Amazon if you can find them, if they're in stock, and good if you wear glasses as well. These have got, they're very deep, and you know the reviews on these are fantastic, which is why I bought them. They're like £18. They're nothing compared to what some other brands do in the similar kind of range. So if you went for, like, for instance, a bolly with in the same kind of spec as this in terms of the size for wearing glass underneath, you're going to be spending a lot of money. But these actually have vents that actually are not there at the moment. I've actually taken them out. You get a lot of airflow through here, especially when you're wearing a helmet, and you get a lot of airflow through there, and they are pretty damn awesome. These don't affect me in terms of fogging or the sweat dripping down. These are amazing. I wear these. My stepson wears these. They're just pretty awesome. And he's got glasses as well. These are a good purchase for anyone with or without glasses. You don't want to sweat. Now these are my newest acquisition, if you like. So these are blocks. Blocks. They are fantastic anti-fogging. By the way, both of these have the interchangeable coloured. So you've got the clear, the yellow for these, and the grey. So it's like sunglasses. And the same with these. So I've got the kind of orange speck on there at the moment, and these have actually been hit. I've got a couple of marks on these, so you can see where I've been hit in the face with BBs on with these. But these are brilliant. I've worn these loads in the last couple of skirmishes I've been to, and they've got the clear and the sunglassy type grey look. So depending on your day, where you are, that kind of stuff. To be honest, I generally run these orange type look pretty good. So they are fantastic, and I wear them love them, blocks, and they're never gonna steam up or anything like that. So that's your eye pro covered. My opinion on these is don't go for the mesh. Personal opinion, I like my eyes. Although they're fantastic, if you're in a dark area, these will impair your vision ever so slightly, not by much. You find a lot of snipers wear these, and I think actually kicking wears a pair similar because they're easily concealed. You don't get a glare from like these. You probably see a glare from the camera because I've got a light behind you. With these, you don't get that. So out in the field, if you're a sniper, you'll generally find most snipers want to wear something like mesh. But to be fair, it's not my go-to anymore. In fact, these are mates of mine. I want to give them back. I would go for either the block, which are a little bit more expensive, or something like a full face kind of, well, not full face, but you know, full coverage over your eyes and nose. And I'll explain why you want your nose covered as well in a minute. But these are pretty awesome for the price as well. These are fantastic. So that's your eye pro sorted out. So definitely get a good pair of eye pro. Don't skimp and get cheapy ones. Although these are cheap, they're very good. But you know, try and get the best for what you want to do. Next, I would come to face masks. Now I did have another. I can't remember the name of it. Might have been one Tigress again face cover. I'll put a picture up because I've got pictures of me in that from a while ago. That's what I was wearing initially to airsoft. Brilliant bit of kit, very inexpensive, and if you want to cover all over your nose, because again, a lot of these eye pros, they don't cover the nose area, so your nose will stick out. But if you want to cover your nose and all around your face, and you can get ones that actually have, and I did have the bit that goes around and covers your ears as well. That's your whole bottom face, and if you're wearing a good eye pro and a good head pro, your entire face is covered, you're sorted. That is brilliant. However, I've gone on to something different since then. A company called Delta Mike Face Pro came out with these. Now these are pretty awesome. These cover with mesh. There is mesh inside there. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by any of these companies. This is just my own opinion. So you've got mesh inside there with a good bit of foam, which goes round your face there, and obviously this goes over your head and covers a bit of your neck as well. So you've got a bit of neck coverage there as well. But these are pretty good. The only thing you don't get with these is ear protection and nose as well. So this sits under your nose like that, which is a bit of a pain, especially when I'm wearing these. My nose is visible, and you're able to get smashed on your nose with BBs, but hasn't happened yet. But I totally recommend these. These are fantastic. I've got two pairs. So I've got these pair, obviously that are camo, and the black pair as well that go quite nicely with all my bits of kit, so I can decide which ones I want to wear. And my stepson's got a pair of them as well, so they're pretty good. So that's it. That's pretty much your whole head covered. If you want to cover your neck, obviously these do a bit of coverage on the neck. You've got a shamar. You could wear them. I think I'm saying that right. This can cover around your neck, and I've worn that a few times. That's quite good. A few other bits and pieces to consider: your hands. If you get hit, especially in the trigger finger, and I have, it hurts, it kills, and it can be very painful, even like days and days after. So a good pair of gloves. Now I go for the mechanics, the impact type glove. These are pretty good. The only thing is the trigger finger doesn't really have much protection, but all the other fingers do, and your knuckles, and they're really, really good. I've got a couple of pairs depending on the kind of operator loadout I'm working with. I've actually got a third pair there. This was for another operator. That's it. That's kind of my go-to. I've got a bonus for you, because a lot of people have issues with other areas of their body getting hit, and I'm talking groinage area. So this is my bonus tip for you. Not a lot of people go with this, and this is a tip I got from cosplay actually. So when I do a bit of cosplay, I often run with some hefty kit like a Stormtrooper, for instance. Now you can't really wear a codpiece under your Stormtrooper kit, so this bonus comes from my cosplay days. Now this is really simple, and it's a pair of bike shorts. These are going to save you bacon. I wear these to skirmishes. I get hit in the backside and I get hit in the underpieces, the undercarriage, and these are going to save your kit. You're going to be able to have babies for a lot longer than if you keep getting shot in the ghoulies. And another little bit of for those of you a little bit older like me, some knee restraints, knee guards. I wear them because I'm a bit older, and that saves me when I'm running around. That saves me. I can do all kinds of business. So that there is your kicking Mustang, headshot, neck, all that kind of stuff. Protection guide, if you like. Kicking, if you watch this video, please whack a thumbs up, make a comment down below. I love your videos. You're the person who got me into airsoft in the first place. Watching your videos, so entertaining, it was unbelievable. And whether I'm for or against shooting people in the face on purpose, it's not the intent of this video. But if you want to debate that in the comments, that'd help my algorithm. Love that. Thanks, guys. Drop me a comment down below if you've got any questions. I'll answer what I can. Give you all the details. Hopefully I can put as much details in the description of where you can find this stuff and how much it costs, that kind of stuff, just to give you an idea of budgeting bits and pieces. You could go onto my Facebook page, for instance. I put a lot of information on there about all the kit I wear. So just search for Sergeant GoodKnight. That's SGT GoodKnight. And yeah, hope to see you boys and girls in another video soon. I have actually got a video coming out. I've got a reflex site coming to me from Fayacci. They've sent me some kit before. They want me to do a review of their reflex site. That's coming next couple of days. So I'm looking at doing a review video of that and playing with that up the bunker Wednesday night. So if you're going to the bunker, if you're local, I'll see you there. Take it easy, guys. Have a good day. Bye.